Hello friends, and welcome back to the Tavern of Tomes. My name is RK Fox. I am your tavern keeper, and I am joined today by my fellow storytellers, Kent Aldridge, Samuel Bowen, Christian Majewski, the one and only Rachel, and Alex Oak, and together we're going to weave a world of myth and legend. The walls of my tavern are lined with leather-bound books filled with blank pages. Once a week here at the tavern, we open it up at dusk and fill its pages with stories. The world outside is dark and scary. It has its beauties, but they're hard to see at night. So, for the time being, let's leave this world and go adventure, shall we? Now, last we left off, a very curious predicament unfolded. Though we had been working for quite some time through a couple months of downtime, we find ourselves instead back in the lab of Rosewood at Myth Unending's headquarters 6 months prior. No memory of what had happened before. And as the Doom Scroll exploded, being destroyed, let's see. Lucien was nearly destroyed by the harm spell. Dyspro was brought to 0 hit points and planted to the ceiling by the Bones of the Earth spell. Veil was disseminated from this world by the Etherealness spell. Straya received a ton of useful information about the shipwright via the Legend lore spell. And Lorenzo gained the immense boons of the Draconic transformation spell. We've spent the past chapter largely trying to save Dyspro before he dies. And we pick up now as Lorenzo has destroyed the pillar that pushed Dyspro into the ceiling. Lucien is lying shriveled up on the ground. Straya has just slit the neck of Rosewood, and the blood underneath the skin is now glowing a sort of luminescent rainbow color and has stitched up that wound, but not necessarily pulled the skin back together. And we pick up at the top of initiative order, and we're staying in initiative order because Dyspro is still dying. Lucien, it is your turn.
Am I able to potentially cast Healing Word?
Let's we need to read Healing Word because it does need to require that the creature can hear you, I believe. No, a creature of your choice that you can see within range doesn't require that they hear. So
I feel like I can see most of Dyspro.
Yeah. Let's how you elected to drop a turn last round. How hard are you wanting to lean into the shriveled up thing? Because mechanically, you can just cast Healing Word.
I know. I am just wondering how, in my mind, the way that I see this happen is kind of like just with sheer... Sorry, I'm thinking. I think with shears is how I think this.
I'm gonna go cut up Dyspro and do more damage to him. I want that like Play-Doh face thing that he's got going on.
I think here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell slot for this.
Okay.
And I think lying in this near catatonic state, Lucien is watching his brother beat up a pillar, trying desperately to get Dyspro out of there. And I think that like stardust that goes off of Lucien, when he's using his abilities, it begins to sort of... The way that I kind of envisioned it in my head is when he shriveled up, it's almost like he literally deflated like a balloon, right? And all of that kind of showed itself as that dust going out of him. I feel like it started pooling up against the ceiling, not because that's how that works, but because that's how, in this moment, Lucien thinks it works. I don't know. I'm really stretching this.
Okay, so you're spending a third level spell slot.
It's generally something along the lines of like the magic of Lucian kind of does that to Dyspro, less of him consciously activating a spell, more of like his desperation to want to do something.
Yeah. Evokes
kind of
the magic itself. Yeah.
Evokes that, breathes that magic into Dyspro.
Okay.
So let me roll 3d4s, I believe.
Yeah.
That is 8 plus d4, or plus 4, right? Yeah,
Plus,
8 plus
yeah,
4,
your
so
spellcasting.
12.
Dyspro, on the ground, you regain 12 hit points.
Yay!
We are now
He
going
not
to,
dead.
we're now going to leave initiative order since nobody is dying. People are very close to death, but nobody's dying. Rosewood lies on the ground next to Straya, who has just tried to slit her throat. The Ravager is still in its
we need to
pod.
deal with that.
The Ravager is still here. You guys have been told to retrieve the Ravager. You have yet to decide what to do with Rosewood, as the playing field has just changed. And again, klaxons are going off in the background. You are probably going to have guards here any second now.
Can I understand any of the runes that are on Rosewood
Go ahead, give me an
with
Arcana
my
check.
arcane knowledge?
Yeah, go ahead, give me an
The
Arcana
one
check.
wizard who finally is able to do something. I don't think that's going to cut it. Different character sheet. I was looking at that wrong one. That's a 9.
No, you're looking at Rosewood's body, and this is foreign. There is.
Wait. Have I already used my luck
Yeah.
points?
I don't believe so. I forgot you had luck points.
So I'm gonna reroll that.
Sure, we'll say that you have one left.
That's an 18.
Okay.
Hey.
With an 18, finally beating beating out the 16 that we had earlier. What appears to have happened, you're not entirely sure how this happened, but these are the runes that were previously being written onto the Doom Scroll. And to some degree, you're not sure what, something of the manifestation of the Doom Scroll is now using your sister as a host or something like that. This is like the body's alive, the creature that occupied it is not. Something else is using it that isn't necessarily alive.
Okay.
I'll look at Dyspro as a big gorilla and
With
with
dragon
dragon wings. And I will just kind of snort fire a little bit, kind of like as a question, like, should I make toast?
This is pre-reformed Dice Pro, so he'll kind of look up at Lorenzo, look over at Rosewood, kind of give a shrug. If you can.
I'm gonna grab Rosebud by the legs and by the arms and just fire breath. See.
As you breathe fire immolating this body, what happens is the skin burns up, and as you would expect the light of the fire to diminish, something else begins to glow brighter. And what you see is a body that has been completely freed of its skin, but is now just like the luminescent blood is the entire body. It's You have failed. You cannot destroy it, seemingly.
You have failed.
By that means. And in the like glowing luminescent non-skin glowing luminescent blood, you see the runes, those runes that were manifesting on the skin surface initially, that are now just manifesting over the blood itself.
Not good.
Not
Very
great.
not good. Well, huh.
You guys hear in the
So,
background the
guess
lights begin to flash that red of
We
like
take
emergency
the Ravenger and go. Except no veil.
Ravager, remember?
Yeah.
How did
No,
we
he
get out of
doesn't.
here last time?
We did magic
Did we have
stuff.
somebody waiting for us?
No,
No,
you got
Lucian did a
bamfed
whole
back to
thing.
the palace, and you got your brother to come get us.
No, that's not what happened.
Dang it.
No, Lucian
So
used
last
his powers
time-
on Rosewood to get the information of the escape route, and then Dyspro used magic to solve the whole thing, then found out that his patron was actually his mother, and then said goodbye to his mother, and then we all escaped happily ever after.
Right.
However,
We didn't get the Ravager out. We
killed-
Dyspro cast Fireball on himself. Remember?
Right.
Angsty boy. So that's not happening because none of that's happened.
Who's Pedro?
Patron.
Pedro.
He said the word patron.
Oh, I heard Pedro.
Pedro
It's like,
Pascal.
who's Pedro?
You know?
Who's
Right.
Pedro?
Who's Pedro is the name of this episode.
So, okay. Do we want to take the Ravenger with us? How do we take Ravenger? Where is Ravenger? I'll take where go. Is there a window?
Why is Ravager?
Thank you.
There are no windows, but
dumb.
anybody who wants to can give me a history check to try and figure out if one of the walls in here is an exterior facing wall, and if you could break it, if you could get out.
I don't have that knowledge.
Investigation.
History.
Yes, my character
Oh,
loves
history?
intelligence.
While they're doing that, can I use my action to shapeshift into, burned
Rosewood?
Rosewood?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
I have a dirty 20 because apparently I have a +8 in history.
Vale?
Vale, he's not participating.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay. Anybody else make history checks?
Nope.
I can try. I got a 0 though.
It depends on you, Reese. How awake, alive, aware am I right now?
Again, mechanically, you're not supposed to be penalized above anything else. You can do all the stuff technically.
Okay, then let me roll a check real quick.
Straya, what did you get again?
Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
I also got just an 18.
An 18. Okay. Lorenzo?
Renzo just got a 13.
Okay, sounds good. In that case, Straya with the dirty 20, you do know that one of the walls here is exterior facing. And so if you were able to break out, you could just go out the wall.
Cool. I'm gonna point at that and say, destroy it. We can get out this way, but I have no spells that can help with that.
I mean, I can fire breath the wall and bash through.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
So I will do that. I will
Cool.
fire breath the wall.
Sounds good. It is less
66.
It's 68, but it's less a matter of damage and more a matter of just doing it. So you are simply able to blast through the wall with your breath weapon. Cool. And I will also say, at this point, we're nearing the end of the minute that you would have your draconic transformation. So
okay, so I'm gonna feel. Let's say I will say that I feel that coming, and I'm just gonna,
yes,
through.
Yeah. As you breathe this deep arcane fire out, wall blasts open. You guys are on the second story at this point, so you will have to figure out how to get down.
Nope.
Lorenzo could feather fall you again. Lorenzo is
Cool.
Oh.
I also can do telekinetic movement to large or smaller willing creatures.
Oh,
Just gently move us down.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so easy enough. You guys are able to get outside the complex. Are you taking the Ravager with you? Are you taking Rosewood with you?
Can we not take both?
Well, how are you going to take the Ravager? That's the first question.
We don't have the veil. So it's just the four of us. One of us is at 1 HP. Another one of us is incredibly weak. And then we have Gorilla Dragon. So I think the Ravager's still... Is the Ravager still in the pod thing?
Yeah, it is.
Can we... and move it?
Can you what?
Grab it and move it?
Like, if it's in a pod thing, like close the pod and move it?
If all four of you were trying, it would be very hard, but you could do it. You could also open it and destroy the Ravager. That is a possibility. You could also... You got options.
It's clear that we cannot take it and Rosewood.
Well, you could take both. The pod is about 2,000 pounds. Rosewood is about 100. So...
So...
What you're saying is she got to bulk up a little bit.
Well, she's a scientist who spends most of her time indoors. And she's not very
much of her
tall.
just got burned off.
So she's on a protein deficit.
Correct. So yeah, pod with the Ravager is about 2,000 pounds. If you want to try and like manually constrict the Ravager, you could move it that way, but that might be hard.
Anybody giving any guidance?
Well, we can't kill Rosewood, so I think we should take her with us. The Ravager we were kind of sent here for, so we should probably do something about.
All right. If we can't take it with us, then probably nobody else should get it.
If we can't have it, no one else should. Can I figure out how to open the pod?
Yeah, how do you want to open the pod?
Is there a button? The like open pod switch?
There's Rosewood's like runic desk table.
And attempt to interpret the runic desk using my knowledge of magic and or sibling knowledge.
Runic desks.
Yeah, go ahead, give me an Arcana check. I'll give you an additional +2 because right now you've matched yourself to Rosewood.
+2. So that would make it a 14.
14, you do not know how to open the pod with it.
I start hitting buttons.
Why? Sorry.
Okay.
I thought
Go
the
down
pod
the
was
list.
already open.
No, the pod was not open. Pod was shut.
In my mind, he was like Mr. Incredible, just strung up.
Yeah, no. Was strung up, but behind a like plexiglass wall.
Okay.
Dyspro, would you go ahead? If you just start hitting buttons, give me a luck check.
My favorite kind of check. 17.
17. One of the buttons you hit does like quarter open the pod. It's not like fully open, but it's enough where you could damage the creature. Okay. You just start firing Eldritch Blasts.
Pew pew.
Cool. The Ravager is strung up, unable to move or dodge or hide. So this is not really a matter of a fight. There's no rolling hit points, there's no rolling damage, there's no rolling attack rolls. You just will kill it eventually. So the question is, do you go all the way and kill it?
Yes, because I will help him.
If no one's stopping us, it's just...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Sounds
shooting
good.
crossbows and darts.
On the bright side, Dyspro will have a patron again. Maybe. Wait, no, his mom will be dead. So
we just keep firing.
This time
So we
he has no
started
patron
sending
with
off
none of the
Eldritch
characters.
yep.
So, Dyspro, you blast. Straya, you help out. Eventually, Ravager gets killed. He's dead. You see the body itself just goes limp, crumples into ash, and is destroyed. You can pick up Rosewood and jump out the window and feather fall your way to the ground.
Hey, what happens to the veil?
Yeah, I was going to say, Vale, what are you doing? Let's take a moment for you.
Well, he has been panicking this entire time.
Yep.
And I decided that, you know, I've had a few panic attacks in my life. The world kind of goes, you know, fuzzy around you in general. On top of that, he can't really see. Mm-hmm. So I decided that now that he's gone from wait, maybe I can change this to there is no change. He's just full-blown panic attack, yeah, I think he's still standing. Yeah, he is still standing, but like he's not at home. And I decided that I would roll a perception check to see if he notices what is going on now.
Okay.
Which would include you guys leaving. I rolled a nat 1 to a total of 0. Which feels very appropriate. So
1 minute you're freaking out, the next minute you turn around and your friends are gone.
basically, yep.
Hate when that happens.
Well, I don't think, like, he is going to be in this state for a while.
Okay.
Vale likes control, and he doesn't like the fact that he's not in control currently.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I think it is. If somebody were to see him currently, he would be. Eventually, it would be him sitting on the ground, just hyperventilating and looking lost to the world.
Okay. As the four of you guys break for it, are you running, I'm assuming, just trying to get out of town and then get down to the southern border of Envol, where you left the Tides Unsleeping at Avito?
That feels like the obvious step, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Has
All right.
something happened to my magic, though? That I think I lost track.
As soon as the Ravager dies, what I described in the last occasion of the Ravager's death happens, where those chains vanish from your skin and you lose a sense of your magic. It's gone.
Okay.
So
Dyspro will be running kind of dazed at the fact that now he doesn't have magic. As we head towards the Tidezone sleeping with Rosewood, question mark?
potentially. This is going to be we're gonna run the next probably 4 or 5 days as you are trying to escape the city and travel to it's a good week on foot traveling south. I am gonna have you all roll
Well, wait. We need to resolve what happens to Vale.
We're coming back to you.
Well, I'm just saying, I get out in 8 hours.
I know, and we're gonna come back to that.
Cool.
Because unless you have a way of contacting them, do you have a way of contacting them?
Nope.
Would anybody do anything to try and contact the Veil after the immediate rush is over?
Yes. Once I can move again, I would attempt to cast Sending.
Okay, so basically that's
Veil.
an hour later. So once you're out of the city, so when you cast it an hour later, it does not make it anywhere because Veil is not on this plane.
Okay.
Or wait,
is that how?
Is it failure or is it 5% chance of success? I forget which. Let me check. Let's see. If the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance the message doesn't arrive. My apologies. So, roll a d20. If you roll a nat 1, it does not make it to him.
That's a 10.
Okay, great. What is the message you send to Vale?
Are you there? What's going on? I hope you're not dead. Please tell me you're not dead.
I get, 25 words back?
25 words back.
Yeah.
Cool. I think, been about an hour. So he's not fully I think he's more tired now. I'm alive. I don't know where I am. I think I'm on another plane. I think that would be...
Do I know what a plane is?
Yeah, there are different layers of reality in existence.
Okay, cool.
Also, Reese, in the, minutes and hours, and especially now, hour-ish after they left, what has happened in the room that I'm in?
In the hour after what's happened here, guards have swarmed the place. It basically gets marked off as a crime scene. A major asset has been destroyed. A hole has been blown in the wall. So many people are dead. It's very many. The whole place is on high alert with half its guards. I think if you want, you can. There's nothing saying you have to stay in this room. On the ethereal plane, you can go wherever you want.
Right. I think... I think he will. I think because Vale doesn't know what's gonna happen, and as far I don't think he knows what this spell is.
No.
I think he probably knows what the ethereal plane is, but
Yeah, your religious studies would have given
know.
you a loose understanding of that.
Right. Like, yeah. So I think he's going to pop out the hole in the wall, and start walking in the vague direction of the city that we came from.
Yeah.
And like I've got nothing. I don't know. And
Yeah. I mean,
just start walking.
yeah, you right now moving in the ethereal plane do not have a body, so you do not have to worry about exhaustion. You can just run through objects as the crow flies in the direction you need to be going.
I don't think he isn't running. He is walking.
Oh, okay. So it's which you do at half speed.
Yep, that's fine. He's like he's here. Enough of his brain is there to say, I probably shouldn't be here if I do end up coming out of this. And my friends probably went that direction. I don't even know if I'll ever get out of this, but yeah. But I should walk that way. But he's not. There's only about half of Vale is at home right now.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so
Been there, done that.
Vale, 8 hours later, you're out of the city, you're in the woods, you come out of it.
I think the first thing he does, well, I think on his walk.
Yeah, tell us about the walk. Tell us about that time.
Yeah. I think it goes, because initially it was panic, anger, then it was just straight sheer panic for probably about an hour. And then he gets up and like, well, I might as well do this. I think, maybe this is worthwhile. And then I think for a while he is angry and confused and why is this happening to me? Why me? What is this? Like nothing's real. Nothing I interact with happens. Feeling utterly out of control. And then I think I get to a point where probably around hour 3, where I start to pray because it's the only thing left. Because nothing else is working, and doesn't matter anything I try. And throughout this time, he's slapping people, screaming at people, trying to trip them up, swinging his axe at people eventually because he just wants to try something. And so he's like, he starts to pray because there's nothing else left to do. I don't think the prayers are super coherent.
Are they ever?
I think I just, huh? Yeah.
Nothing.
I think it's just word salad, of I don't know what to do. I help. I have nothing else. I can't. Right. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Yeah.
As you're praying, and walking in this space between the real and the ethereal, your vision flashes over for a second. You see a swinging village demarcation sign that says Verte, Vertes, and you see fire, a chapel of some kind, a child inside the chapel, calling for help, the vision flashes from this roadside into this chapel, and then back out to the road sign, Verte. And then you come back to yourself, and you are no longer in the ethereal.
And I think, as soon as I am not in the ethereal, like, I'm in the woods at this point.
You're in the woods. I imagine you've been following along the road towards Avito on the very south of the continent, and on the road you see a sign that says Verte, 34 miles.
So I think he immediately, probably just in a way, feeling gravity again in a new, different way. I fall on my knees and touches the dirt and just start laughing, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? And then he picks himself up and looks around and looks at the sign and says, well, if that's not a sign, and unintended, and starts walking.
Cool. You begin to walk to Verte. The rest of our party, go ahead and give me, we're going to call these just constitution checks to travel with the body of Rosewood towards Avito to get to your ship. This is just going to tell me how much time we're going to spend doing this.
Do they have to roll like
Constitution
deception checks or something? They are carrying a dead body on the road.
It's not a dead body. It appears to be a glowing relic that's in humanoid shape.
Do they start a false religion then? Like, give me something here.
Hey, Mr. Vertas bound without telling your party.
What was I supposed to
about your
tell
own
my
journey?
party? I was on the ethereal plane. I am the victim here.
You're back.
Yeah, should have rolled
You
better.
should have.
I'm back. I don't have message or sending. Actually, wait, do I? No, I definitely don't.
Okay, you said Constitution check.
Yes.
I got a 1.
No. Wizards.
I got
got
an
a
11.
nat 1.
Not much better. Guys,
That's 2 not 1.
hey,
Yep.
I got a 7.
That is a nat 1 to a total of 4. Goodness gracious.
my goodness, we're
I got
never
a nat
gonna
1
get
to a
back.
total of 3, if that matters.
Straya, what'd you get?
An 11.
Okay, 11's our best roll. You guys are not traveling quickly. So here's
Yeah, I think we got that impression.
yeah. So rather than taking a week, it takes you guys a week and a half to get back to Avito. Tides and Sleeping is still there.
Does the veil show up back up to the boat? Because I don't think Straya would be like, yeah, let's just leave without the veil.
Would you guys
Yeah,
wait
I
for the veil?
I mean, after my conversation with the Veil, I would probably want the ship to wait
Okay, sounds
at
good.
least a day or two.
So
While my
Yeah.
phone's dead.
And if not, then I'm sending to get a hold of this.
if you guys wait, then I think let's real quick run what happens when the veil gets to Verte. The veil, you get to the city of Verte, or the town of Verte, and aside from the swinging road sign, perfect recollection. But there is no fight. So what would you do when you get here? There's no evidence that there has been a fire. It appears to just be an ordinary town at this point.
Interesting. Can I, even though I suck at it, can I like, from where I'm standing, look at the surrounding woods for any evidence of anything that may cause a fire, if that makes sense?
Yeah, let's call it a survival check.
We're really being punished for that. That's a nat 1 to a -1, which is, or nat 1 -1 to a 0.
So you rolled a nothing. With a nothing, you get nothing.
Perfect.
I think Reese
yeah,
first
in that
their
case,
dice is what happened.
Yep. Oh gosh. In that case, I think Vale. I think it walks into the town.
You do.
And,
you do see the like steeple of a chapel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I think he heads towards that.
Cool.
Yeah, looking around, like, does he see the kid from the vision?
No, you don't see the child from
Okay.
the vision yet. You make your way to the chapel. As you walk in, fine white pews, stained glass window. Not like a stonework chapel the way that you found in All I Know. And this actually isn't even a chapel to Eos. This is a chapel to Valkyra, who is the goddess of the moons, I believe, if I'm remembering my lore correct. Yeah, goddess of the night and the moons, Valkyra. But you see sort of a moon white stone, or not moon white stone, but moon white paint over pews, stained glass depicting the goddess, and a halfling man turns a corner. He's got sort of like ruddy brown skin, black, sort of short curly hair, and he looks at you and says, I'm sorry, we were not expecting, we're not holding services today, but how can I help you? My name is Jean-Luc.
Is he bald?
No, I literally just said he had hair.
He
Sorry,
said
you
he had
just
black
said-
hair.
Whoops. Sorry, I wanted to make a Jean-Luc Picard joke. Anyways, I have
Jean-Luc.
I have no idea. I saw this building in a vision. It was burning. Clearly, it is not currently burning.
But no. Is this a vision of the future? Are you a prophet?
Not that I know of.
Curious.
Of no god that likes me.
Who did you receive this vision from?
Chaos in all likelihood.
Well, I do not know what interest he has in our chapel. We do not worship him. We actually worship the goddess who is often most directly opposed to him. So, I do not know why he would. Maybe he was telling you what to do to our chapel. If so, I am going to ask you to leave.
I have no desire to burn your chapel down, but it felt weird not to at least walk in. I don't know.
Well, you're more than welcome to stay in the town. We will have a service in a few days. We would love to see you back if you do not intend to burn the chapel down.
Vale, I think thanks him and walks out of the building.
Yeah.
And
As you turn to walk out, a young human boy who was the child that you saw comes up to this like head priest and like hands him a tome or a scroll of some kind, and then just kind of scurries off.
what was that boy's name? He was in my vision too.
That is Elric.
I saw him standing in the center of the chapel while it was burning.
Curious. Do you have any idea why?
No, I saw myself standing at the sign to the town with the town burning. I then saw him in the center of the chapel. And then that was it. That's all I saw.
Perhaps it would be wise if you stuck around for a while. I do not know if you have anything else going on.
I might as well.
There is a
Feels like a mystery worth solving.
there is a tavern down the street that you could procure a room for the night in.
I will do that.
Okay. As you procure a room, it's easy enough. You stay for another day. Nothing happens. Stay for another day. You know, the end of this week is when they'll have their service. So that would be tomorrow at this point. One more night you stay, and as you are sleeping, you are rudely awoken by what you can only assume are emergency alert bells. And you rush out of the tavern to see the chapel's on fire, and you can hear the scream for help that you heard before.
Yeah. I think Vale, runs to the chapel, throws open the doors, looks inside.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw as you step into a burning building.
Not steps in yet, just looks inside.
Okay, yeah. Looking inside, you can see rubble has fallen, blocking much of your vision into the building. You can hear the voice of Elric inside, but you cannot see him.
Oh boy. Second. Okay, so I think what Vale does is he hears the voice and immediately steps in, which I can roll that con save for.
Yep.
Oh yay! Finally, a good stinking roll. That is a 21.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You're able to hold your breath and get low so that you're not in the smoke. Go ahead and give me, we're going to call this a perception or investigation check to try and find Elric in the building.
Oh, there we go. Another good one. Perception or investigation. I will go with the +0 because for investigation, because perception is -1. So that's a 19.
Okay. With a 19, you're able to maneuver your way around the building and search for, you're able to find in sort of like a back room that is probably Elric's lodging. He's not, you can't see him, but there's a door that he's very clearly on the other side of. And he shouts to you, saying, "The door is blocked, help!" That something must be on the other side preventing him from pulling it open towards himself.
Yeah, I think Vale is going to, well, first, which I'll say, I would have done this before I walked in the building.
Yeah.
He casts Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay, yeah.
For whatever that's gonna do. And then I think he takes his axe and just starts smashing.
Yeah.
What he does best.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
what
sure.
what Vale does best.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll on the door.
And I think let's see. That's gonna be beautiful. That is a 24 to hit.
Hits, absolutely. Go ahead and roll damage.
And he is going to put a 2nd level Divine Smite on the door.
Okay.
Which will be... What would that be, 48? Or...
Well, on the door, 2nd level is 3d8.
3d8, that's where... Alright. That's alright. Okay, that is going to be... 18 points of damage on the door.
Okay.
For his first attack.
Yeah, that cleaves through the door, breaks through. You can see what was there was like a beam of the wall, like the wall had burned up and the beam had fallen in front of the door. You can now see Elric sort of feebly lying on the ground, like clearly was like slowly saving up his breath to try and make one call every like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Cool. So I think, Vale runs in, grabs him. While he's doing that, he does lay on hands as an action.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, clear
and then
up
just starts making his... Yeah. And then just starts making his way out the building.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me one last check, a strength or dexterity check, your choice, to make it out with the kid.
Check or save?
Check.
Athletics?
No.
That's fine. It's a 15.
Okay, yeah, 15 is enough. You're able to push through. You already made it in. You can follow basically the exact same path out. And as you get out, a cheer, a roar goes up for you. And I want you to make a charisma religion check.
That is charisma. That is going to be a 24.
With the 24, and as the last kind of note of this chapter, I want to just make reference to some religious texts that you would have read as in training with the Church of the Vasham which reference the nobility of saving someone without having to harm someone. And that was kind of dismissed. But I think something that has been so ingrained for the Vale for so long has been the save someone by harming someone else process. And in this moment, you're given a little window into into what it looks like to very effectively save someone without having to harm anybody else. So that is not just possible, but seemingly something that's needed probably quite often, maybe even more often than doing something good and worthwhile by destroying something else. And with that, we're going to finish this chapter of Tavern of Tomes. Does anybody have anything they'd like to plug?
Go check me out on Substack, kentaldrich.substack.com, or the publication is The Musings of the Wanderer. Also, check out my Instagram. I'm actually writing stuff. I know I've promised it many a time, but now it's actually happening, so...
check out Magic Missile Minis, my YouTube channel, and check out Kin. We released a song a little bit ago, and we're going to be releasing some more stuff soon, so check us out.
Check out RK Fox on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. I take comments and I turn it into homebrew. So, and then check out patreon.com/Tavern of Tomes, capital T in Tavern and Tomes. Thank you all so much for joining us. You're always welcome here at the Tavern, and come back next week because this story is not over yet. We love you all. Good night.